From dating a high school sophomore in his mid-30s to emotionally abusing his own children, let's uncover the strange love story of Russell Simmons and Kimora Simmons. A perfect family? In 1992, Kimora was modeling at New York Fashion Week when Russell, the co-founder of Def Jam Records, initially got to know her. Russell and Kimora started dating right away, despite the fact that Russell was 35 and Kimora was only 17 and a sophomore in high school. 6 years later, on December 15, 1998, Russell and Kimora were officially husband and wife. Later that month, on the Caribbean island of St. Barthélemy, they held a secular wedding that was officiated by Joseph Simmons. It was even revealed that one of Lee's bridesmaids nearly ruined their St. Bart's wedding as they couldn't stand Russell. Their first child was born on January 21, 2000, named Ming Lee Simmons. Ming's godmother was revealed to be Tyra Banks, a bridesmaid at Simmons and Lee's wedding. They had their second child on August 16, 2002. Aoki, who is now 20 and a Harvard graduate, was admitted to the Ivy League institution when he was just 16 years old. Ming, who is now 23 years old, earned a degree from New York University earlier this year and is now successfully working as a model. When they split in 2006, Russell stated that he and Kimora had already been apart for some time, but that they would still be devoted parents, loving friends, as well as individuals who much admired and loved one another. In March of 2008, Kimora formally filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. In January 2009, the divorce was officially finalized. Things have gone from looking too good to be true to actually being catastrophic. A change of heart. When they split up, Russell still actively continued to be a part of Kimora, Ming, and Aoki's lives. Even though Kimora immediately dated Digimon Hunsu and had their child together, Russell was there to publicly show them love. When Kimora moved on to Tim Leisner, Russell embraced him like family. When things seem perfect, it has been revealed that Russell was suing Kimora and Tim in court in May of 2021, accusing them of fraud. Russell claimed that Tim and Kimora planned to transfer roughly $4 million of his Celsius shares fraudulently to their accounts in order to cover Tim's $44 million bail cost from a 2018 money laundering case in which he pled guilty. In July, Kimora appealed to Russell's lawsuit. Russell was ordered to pay Kimora more than $100,000 in November of 2022 as a result of the judge's decision in her favor at the Los Angeles Superior Court. When all of these were reported, people began to have a different perspective on Russell. It was supported by Kimora's allegation that Russell had abused their daughters. With this, Aoki has spoken out against her father. She posted a video of Russell screaming at her while they were on FaceTime. Aoki stated that this is evidence that Russell is not someone who will accept help. She further stated that this is just one screen recording. She added that she often forgets to press the record button when her father calls her friends and her boyfriend, so he can threaten and curse them. Aoki also shared a video of herself expressing how, despite their previous relationship, her father has changed dramatically in recent years. As an example, Aoki added screenshots of texts she exchanged with her father in which he called Russell a piece of for accusing her of stealing money from him. She also confessed that there are times when she questions the state of his mental health because she's seen him act like he does not recognize any of his children. The truth of 18 women. In addition, he was suspected of mistreating other women in the past. Russell had previously been accused of sexual misconduct by 18 women, but he denies all this. The accusations span more than 3 decades, ranging from inappropriate behavior in business meetings to an attempted attack in a woman's restroom in New York City during a night of partying to at his own home. With this, let's uncover some of the 18 women who had been traumatized by their painful truth. The first woman is an aspiring filmmaker named Jennifer Jarozic, who sued Russell for $5 million, claiming she was at his house in 2016. According to Jennifer, Russell agreed to co-produce, finance, and help with a documentary she was shooting on empowering women when they met in New York City in 2006. After relocating to Los Angeles in 2016, she claims she received an invitation to Russell's Beverly Hills house. Russell reportedly questioned permission to have once she arrived. He allegedly became aggressive and started her after she supposedly denied his request. The second woman is named Jane Doe, who sued Russell for $10 million, charging him with and psychological pain. The lawsuit claims that Jane attended a rap and hip-hop concert, then got invited to attend Russell's after party at his hotel. Jane alleges that Russell took her to his own hotel room, assaulted her there. The third woman is Sherry Hines, a member of the hip-hop group Mercedes Ladies, who claims Russell assaulted her in his office in the summer of 1983 after they met in a New York bar. Sherry claims that she was tied down by Russell on his couch when she was 17 or 18 years old. The fourth woman is a Black radio exclusive reporter named Tony Sally, who met Russell while covering a story. It was revealed that they went on a few dates before she realized they were not a good match. In 1988, she was eventually invited to Russell's Manhattan apartment for a party organized by Russell's girlfriend. But when she arrived, only Russell was there. This is where Russell assaulted her sexually. Tony stated that she even encountered Russell in a South Florida hotel lobby while attending a music conference a year after the incident. He attempted to lure her to a dark beach, but she refused. So he grabbed her hair and followed her into the woman's room before she luckily escaped. The fifth woman is Drew Dixon, who claims she was working her dream job as an executive at Def Jam Recordings, but experienced persistent and violent harassment from Russell, who co-founded the company. In addition to constantly showing her his erect, Drew claims that Russell also made remarks about her and requested her to sit on his lap during a staff meeting. Drew claims that her actions led to a one day in her Manhattan apartment. The last woman we are going to cover is Natasha Williams Black, who is an actress who starred in Russell's production of How to Be a Player. After doing a yoga class together in 1996, Russell forced her to perform oral at his home. With the hope of leaving this unexpected situation, she told Russell that she had to go back to school. At the time, she was only 18 years old and a student at UCLA. Strange love story. One can draw connections between Russell's strange love story with Kimora and her deadly tendencies and types with these 18 women. If you may notice, the couple had a controversial 17-year age gap, and among these 18 women, the majority of them were assaulted when they were still minors. Kimora even broke down on one of her interviews while she recalls her ties to an older man when she was only 16. It is said to be describing her relationship with Russell. She identified this person as someone she met when she was still in high school at St. Louis, Missouri. She was modeling at the time, and looking back, she could not believe she was dating this person when she could have focused on attending proms with her friends. One can sympathize with Kimora as she was young and naive to date someone like Russell. Even in a since-deleted comment from Instagram, Russell confessed that Kimora was only 17 when they met and 18 when they married. He even claimed that he did not need the push from Kimora's mother and manager, but because of their approval, he decided to pursue her. This claim has never been confirmed by Kimora's side. He even gaslighted everyone to get what he needed, and when his request is denied, he does his best to become aggressive. This was made clear when Kimora went on Instagram Live to clarify the facts, revealing that the family hasn't spoke to Russell for several years and calling him delusional for always portraying and posting their children online as if they have a good relationship. Kimora believes that she can see his true dark intentions, employing the same threats and coercive techniques against her and their daughters as he did against all of the women he had in the past. With all of the things that Kimora and her children have been publicly enduring, we hope that they get all the love and support that they need. And to the 18 brave women who have been silently fighting their own battles against Russell, we hope you get the peace and justice that you deserve.